Chromatrophy.
Yeah, all over again. Recording. Oh gosh. Right, now you're feeling yourself. Okay. All right.
I keep forgetting that you do that, which is a good thing. Did y'all find it yet? It should be in the back for the cardiology drugs. You're playing with your sister's notebook.
Page. What is it? Possibly 394.
Nah, bro.
394.
I just tell you dying
Might
over
not
there.
be old
I
enough.
didn't bring it.
What is it again, Mel?
Chronotropy, inotropy, dromotropy.
INOTROPHY. What? It might not be there. Here's the thing. This is Austin's book, and it's pre-marked, and he had it written right here.
Austin Martin?
Yeah. AMOT.
My boy.
I got that from Ford.
Oh, you know what? I'm gonna write him out, dude. Yesterday, I was gonna maybe do a little study.
He is so easy to mess with.
Oh God. Yeah.
He's also.
But look, I was gonna read and do a little bit of medication study, and he's like, "Hey, come download this game, play with me." And I was like, "Nah, man, I'm gonna fuck around with some school shit real quick." He's like, "You don't need to fucking do that, dude." He was like, "You got a good grade, bro. You're good." I was like, "Yeah, but I wanna, be a good boy." And he was like, "Just download this game."
What was the game?
Maybe Clash Royale.
Oh.
Yeah.
Oh,
I believe it. I went to high school with him. Yeah, it was Martin.
That sucks.
Senior year, we did it here at CF.
All right.
Brad, you know he was going to be in my higher orientation class, and he called and showed you.
Fucking idiot.
And to double down on it, Mel, my officer said, "Yeah, man, don't do that shit."
Peer pressure, bro.
Something trope. Inotropy, onotropy, anotropy. Something.
All right.
Oh.
Anotropy,
Where are you at?
force of cardiac contraction. This is page, so he wrote it down. Check it out. You wanna see?
What? Just say what page you want.
Broker, that's a suction.
Page 394.
It's a damn
So
vacuum
on this bottom bullet point here, he put for increase in the heart rate and force of cardiac contraction. He put for heart rate he put onotropy, and for cardiac contraction he put anotropy.
All right, we're gonna do this way.
What do you mean?
All right, get your phones out.
Thanks, big dog. I appreciate it.
I want you to look up those. All right, so Armin, Blake, Tom, Big Lund, and Rawson. I want you to look up chronotropy. David, the girls, all the way to OFD. You'll look up inotropy. Neil, Mason, and Zane. Y'all look up dromotropy.
Yeah, what I say. What'd you get? Piece of gum. I respect it.
All right. They're part of the cardiac glycoside medications. Okay, you got it? So, Tom, Big Lund, like, what does chronotropy have to do with?
The rate or timing of a physiological process, particularly the heart rate, and its influence on the heart's ability to adjust its rate in response to metabolic demands.
Okay. Middle group, what's the inotropy?
Muscle contractions of the heart.
Okay, so force of contraction. Okay? And my last group, drumotropy.
Speed of electrical impulse.
Leaving trash can over here now?
Chronotropy is rate and entropy, force of contraction.
Okay?
Speed.
What drug would be a negative dromotrope? Remember, slowing down.
Atropine?
Atropine would not be. What would slow electrical conduction down? Think blocking agents.
Oh,
Potassium blocking agents. What was that? Amiodarone. What was lidocaine?
Sodium.
yeah.
Sodium. And what was diltiazem?
Cortisone.
Okay. Slowing down electrical conduction. Could you also say it's a negative chronotropy drug?
You good?
Yeah. Okay. Would you say that epinephrine has positive?
Yeah.
It's just another way of looking at it. Okay? And unfortunately, the National Registry is big on these terms. All right? So if you had a parasympathomimetic drug, it would have negative dromotropic properties, correct? It's just fancy ways of saying things. So break it down to simplicity. Okay? In order to do that, you have to understand the definitions. So if it's a sympathomimetic drug, it's mimicking the sympathetic nervous system. It's going to affect positively chronotropy, inotropy, and dromotropy. Correct?
Right.
Why does it need to be so complicated?
Because
I don't know.
Modern medicine.
I don't know, but there's multiple ways of saying this stuff.
sounds smart at parties.
You could also say if it's a beta 1 adrenergic drug, beta 1 adrenergic drug, it's got positive beta 1 properties, then it also has positive chronotropy, inotropy, and dromotropic properties too. It's just another way of saying it. Okay? How many different ways can you say shit? Shit, poo, crap. It's the same thing.
Doo-doo.
Okay? Unfortunately, I wish I could make it more simplistic, but I've just shown you 3 different ways of saying the same thing by using receptor sites. And we talk about alpha and beta, those are talking about adrenergic receptor sites. When we talk about the sympathetic and parasympathetic system, that's affecting what? The autonomic nervous system, right? How we doing? I know this is a lot of information. All right. Heroin is a class what type of drug? Schedule what?
Schedule 1.
Okay. Morphine is a schedule what?
2.
Oh, that was 3.
Phenobarbital is a what?
I have no idea.
Good question.
3.
3.
Codeine with Tylenol with codeine is a what?
4.
Schedule 5 is what?
Cough syrup.
Antitussive medication with Percocet.
4 was benzodiazepines, and then Schedule 3 was the codeine Tylenol for post-surgery.
Codeine by
Post-surgery.
itself is Schedule 3, and then
Codeine mixed with cough syrup is Schedule 5. Codeine with something else is Schedule 3, and then benzodiazepines are Schedule 4. I thought.
I got it backwards. I'm sorry. Let's look at it. What page is that on? Let's look at it. Because you got to know this one. This is National Registry shit right here.
These are 4. And then codeine mixed with talent, optical surgery is schedule 3.
You Trevor coming up with a big brain. And what was weed?
Page 357.
It was like,
Weed, Schedule 1. Bullshit.
no, it's like 4.
I wrote it down a while back.
What page is it on?
357.
Magnum. 357 Magnum?
Good run.
I got it.
All right. Everybody cool with those schedules, right?
Yeah.
Cool. Good.
Good.
All right. So we've talked about absorption, how it gets there. How are medications eliminated?
Through
3 different ways medications are eliminated. Respiratory system, liver, and kidneys. Most of it is kidneys and through the urine. All right? So, would an elderly person with kidney failure have a problem eliminating medication?
Yes.
Yes.
Okay? So, same with liver disease or respiratory disease. Depending on how the medication is broken down. Is it broken down in the liver? Is it broken down in the kidneys or in the lungs? So, AIDS plays a role in that. All right. We've done some toxicology.
I got a quick question on that. If you have respiratory, liver, or kidney disease failure in one of those, and that person is taking a medication on a routine basis, would they build a tolerance because the body cannot break that down?
They wouldn't build a tolerance is that they wouldn't be able to utilize that medicine
They
because,
wouldn't be able to utilize it.
and depending on what the medicine is, like for example, what if we gave 100 milligrams of Lasix to somebody in kidney failure? Is that going to work out really well? No. We're going to make the kidney failure 10 times worse because we're trying to make something work that's not working. Okay. All right. Toxicology. We've gone over a lot of drugs and their antidotes, but let's write them down again. Every one of these are National Registry toxicologies, okay? And it's part of the pharmacology, and we'll go over them again in toxicology. But give me one. Give me the one that everybody knows.
Mazicon.
All right. What?
Benzodiazepine.
Overdose.
All right. Give me another one.
Glucagon,
Okay.
beta blocker, and calcium channel blocker, I believe.
Give me another one.
Calcium chloride.
For what?
Calcium chloride overdose. Channel blocker.
Mel, you can't spell for shit.
This is the best of it.
Give me another one. Huh? Okay. Tylenol. Okay.
Would atropine and organophosphate poison come on?
Mm-hmm. Give me another one.
What's the one with the zine?
Ah. So zines. EPS. What's EPS?
Extrapyramidal syndrome.
Extrapyramidal syndrome. What was that?
Like
Extreme
They take
reaction.
Where
zines
they have this really tonic, severe tonic reaction. Their head's turned over to the side and they can't move their jaw or anything like this. And it's from the zines medications, part of the phenothiazine classification. So Phenergan, antipsychotics, Thorazine, Haldol, all this, any antipsychotic medication, you give them a Benadryl and it fixes the EPS, extrapyramidal syndrome. All right, give me another one. Go good? You want to take a picture of that? Every one of those are on the National Registry. Everybody good? Dan? Trevor? KK? All right, let's go over the RSI drugs one more time, just for grins, and then we're gonna learn 4 new drugs, and then we're gonna peace out of here. All right? All right. Induction agents, paralytics, and then we have lidocaine. Tell me about lidocaine again.
Head injuries only.
Head injuries only. What else?
To prevent a spike in blood pressure.
Once a spike of what?
ICP.
During what? What happens? What do you do?
when you
Stimulate.
stimulate
The
the
phrenic nerve.
Direct laryngoscopy. Direct laryngoscopy. When you use the laryngoscope and you lift up, it can cause a spike in ICP. It doesn't reduce ICP, it just blunts the spike. Okay? Huh?
No sedative properties? No sedative properties?
No sedative properties whatsoever. All right? All right, let's talk about the main induction agents. Versed causes hypotension. That's the big downside of it. But it has really good sedative properties, good hypnotic properties, good amnestic properties. What's that? Hypnotic properties. Let's put you in a state of hypnosis. Amnestic properties. Y'all, every one of y'all have amnestic properties.
Yeah.
Y'all forget the shit I teach y'all.
Oh.
Right? Okay? What else?
Accommodate.
All right, etomidate. What's the negative of etomidate? There isn't one.
You just can't give it as a. You can't give it after.
Long term. It's not good for long term. Short term, pre-intubation. No problems with hypotension. Ketamine. Any downsides to ketamine? No. No hypotension, no nothing. Right? The only one that, any of the benzodiazepines, guys, hypotension. Opiates, hypotension. Right? Long-term paralytic. Depolarizing versus non-depolarizing. Which one's depolarizing?
Systemic.
Okay, short term, less than 5 minutes. All right, long term, what are our 2 ones?
Rock and back.
Rock and Vec. Okay, long term. All right, y'all got the RSI drugs down. All right, let's do our last 4 drugs, and then we'll do a celebration dance.
I already put them in.